Well, then I won't be home for a little while, but I'm counting on you.
Don't worry about it. If anything, we have Makoto here, who's a big support. I'll do my best to be helpful around here.
Hey, Angie, be careful that you don't make mistakes while I'm gone.
Like I said, don't worry. More importantly, if you don't hurry up, you're gonna miss the bullet train.
Well, then I'll be in touch.
Bye, Dad. See ya.
Hello, my name is Angelica, although everybody actually calls me Angie. Hey everyone, do y'all remember me? I know, it's been such a long time that I hope you're not like, what? Who is this beautiful drag queen? I used to be the boss mama of a gay bar, but currently I'm the boss mama of a diner called Angel Food, and I'm actually also a real mama to my daughter that I'm not biologically related to, Ayame. Right now, I also live together with Sumire, who is Ayame's real parent and also my best friend, which means that we're a ragtag family of 3. For the record, Makoto, who I just introduced, is staying with us right now after a couple of things happened. In the future, it's Makoto's dream to someday have his own restaurant. Right now, he's attending a correspondence high school, but in the future, his goal is to go to a specialty school and learn the skills there, or get a job at a restaurant and learn on the job. For that reason, right now, he's working at my diner, and he's saving up money for his goals. If you want to know more, you can watch the last video on the playlist, okay?
Do you think my dad is going to be okay?
He'll be fine. Even if he may not seem like it, Sumire has gone to all kinds of places to help out. His friend is opening up a restaurant in a different state, right? That's right. Apparently he has a lot of mutual friends with that person, and so it's also a celebration. Well then, we can put Sumire aside because we have a lot of things that we need to do too. Because this year is the year that the shopping in town is hosting a festival. The street where my restaurant is located has been through a lot and gotten over a lot of obstacles. When a major shopping mall was built nearby, we used social media and I developed our signature dish, the Boss Mama Fried Rice, and we once opened up a bazaar and invited a lot of people into the shopping street. However, that major shopping mall is just too strong. I mean, look, on the weekends, they even invite musicians and they have special sales all the time. But look at our tiny little shopping alley. You can't even hear the birds chirping here anymore. Nothing. And that was when the shopping alley shops decided to host an emergency meeting.
I feel like we've done everything that we can think of. What else can we possibly do?
I feel bad that we're always relying on you, Miss Angie. We all need to put our heads together for this.
You're right. Actually, over the last 10 years, I tried to look for the day that had the best sales in this shopping alley, and then it turns out that the Shopping Alley Gratitude Festival that was held 10 years ago was the best day for sales.
Oh, I remember that festival. Now that you mentioned it, I just remembered, but in our shopping street, separate from the town festival, we used to host a festival independently by the shopping street. We would invite celebrities, and we would also invite cultural storytellers for the older crowd as well. And we even invited some stalls from outside of the shopping alley. It was a massive event back then. But wait, why did we end up stopping that?
To be honest, one reason was because the cost was too high, and at the time, the members running the shops in this alleyway were elderly. It became difficult to continue every year. That was when we came up with the idea for the current bazaar, and we're doing it on a much smaller scale now.
I wasn't a member of this shopping alley back then, so I don't really know what it was like. But it is not possible to revive it once again?
Given the current financial situation, I don't think we have the resources to invite any celebrities, though.
In that case, why don't we think about it in a direction that isn't going to cost us that much money? I can ask my daughter's teacher and see if the school band or the school drama club might be willing to put on a few performances. And also, within my regular customers, there are a few wannabe musicians as well as former musicians, so I think we would be able to figure out some performers.
This is why you're amazing, Miss Angie.
Well then, for the shops that have difficulty because the owners are elderly, they could just come up with a special menu to sell during the festival days.
That's a brilliant idea. Well then, those on the social media marketing team, if you could start planning the flyers and posters.
And so the discussion moved along quickly, and this year, for the first time in 10 years, the Shopping Alley Gratitude Festival is making a grand comeback.
My teacher said that everyone in the school band is happy that they'll have another place to perform.
Oh my! Well, that's good news. When I spoke to my regulars about it, everybody got way too excited. It's going to be difficult to narrow it down, so maybe I'll have an audition at the diner next time.
This makes me realize how amazing you are, Miss Angie.
This isn't much. Makoto, you need to become friendly with our regulars too, and make sure that in the future they frequent your restaurant just as much.
More importantly, Mom, we need to come up with our menu for the festival. Obviously, the Gorilla Mama fried rice is going to be on the menu, and then...
Like I said, how many times do I have to tell you? It's the Boss Mama fried rice. Through this passionate discussion, we decided to put the most popular items from our diner on the menu: the Boss Mama fried rice, fried chicken, and omelets. As for the street stalls, after a discussion with everybody in the shopping alley, we were put in charge of the fried noodles. One of the key points of a festival is to make sure that your menu isn't overlapping with anybody else. And so, in order to make a sample of the menu, I decided to ask Ayame and Makoto to go do the shopping for the ingredients while I was at the shop. But then...
Well then, Makoto, let's go.
Yeah, I'm still not familiar with this town, so I'm gonna have to follow you, Ayame.
Sure.
Ayame, you got this!
As I'm sure you guessed, Ayame is in the middle of her first crush on Makoto, who is sweet and handsome and had good grades. But that being said, Ayame was still in middle school, and as for Makoto, he's so focused on his dream that it seems like relationships and girls are a third or fourth priority to him.
Sumire, don't worry. I don't think anything is going to be happening anytime soon, so don't worry, just work hard.
When I'm this stupid busy, now is not the time for me to catch a cold. I need to finish helping them as soon as possible so that I can go home to my family. It looks like everybody in the shopping alley knows you, Ayame.
I guess so. I feel like I was raised in the shopping alley ever since I was little. Anytime that my mom couldn't take care of me at night, I remember that sometimes the butcher or the fish shop family would look after me.
That's beautiful. So I guess the reason why you grew up to be such a great girl is thanks to your mom and this town.
Makoto, I think you're great too.
Thanks, but I guess I wasn't really blessed when it comes to my family, so I feel like I don't actually understand what a good family entails.
But if you put it like that, I actually didn't even meet my father until I was 10 years old. And apparently my mom also passed away as soon as I was born, so I never met her.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I don't really know what a normal family is either. But Mama Angie and my dad are my family. And right now, since you're living with us, I guess that makes you family, Makoto. As if.
Thanks. That makes me happy.
Aw.
Ouch! Watch where you're walking, you idiot!
What,
Ayame, are you okay?
Yeah.
Who the hell do you think you are, ignoring me?
Don't you know that when you bump into people you need to apologize, huh?
I don't mean to be rude, but it looks to me like you were the ones that bumped into her.
What the hell did you just say? What proof do you have?
Well then, do you have proof that Ayame was the one that bumped into you?
Excuse me?
And first of all, aren't you embarrassed to be picking a fight with a girl this much younger than you? It's so pathetic that I can't believe you call yourself a man.
You better stop acting so tough just because you're in front of your girlfriend, kid.
Ayame, let's go.
Makoto!
Wait, you little brat. Damn it, that kid, he better remember this. Let's go.
Oh, that was so scary.
Ayame, just sit here and wait for me. I'll go and explain.
Makoto that went to the police and explained about those scary guys from just now. And he also immediately contacted Mama Angie for me too. Mama came flying over, and she held me as I was shaking. Even though I'm already in middle school, I couldn't help but to cry like a little girl.
Makoto, thank you for protecting Ayame today. Not at all. All I did was run away. I wasn't able to protect her at all. I'm sorry. I was so pathetic. But there are useless guys who just cry and shake and can't move in situations like that. But you were able to stand your ground, talk back to them, and then take Ayame and go straight to the police station. That's amazing! And the fact that you didn't get into a fight is plus points too. Because it's not a good ratio to be 2 against 1, but just in case anything were to happen again, perhaps it would be good to have a little self-defense training in you.
Miss Angie, you can also do some martial arts?
Nothing too crazy, but back in my gay bar days, so that I'd be able to help any of my customers that were in difficult situations, I guess I was like the drag queen with 100 fists, or like the 18 gorilla punches of the gay bars.
Please, don't teach Makoto anything that dangerous.
No, but self-defense is important. And to be honest, those guys from earlier might show up at the festival too, you know? The police said that they were going to strengthen their control, but I think it might be best for the shopping alley to also have their own patrol team. Of course, I'll also participate.
Wow, you're such a good guy, Makoto. Anyway, you can leave that part to the adults. Both of you. I want you to relax and rest for the rest of the day.
That's a super emergency situation. I'm coming home right away. Coming home.
Well, I had a feeling that you were going to say that. Don't you need to stay and be helping out at the shop?
If I explain the situation to them, they'll understand. Plus, they have other people helping. To me, my daughter and that town are the most important things. There's nothing else to prioritize above them.
Well, to be honest, it'll be a huge help to have you here. The festival is in 3 days, so let me know when you know the day you're back.
Got it.
With this, I thought that we didn't need to worry too much, but then, the next day...
Angie, I'm sorry. 2 of the staff at the shop got injured and can't work.
What do you mean?
Apparently, they both got drunk and fell down the stairs together yesterday. And then right now, we're panicking and rushing to find people to fill in. But I don't think I'm going to be able to come home so soon.
Well, it looks like you're in an emergency situation, too. You don't need to worry about us over here.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll be back by the festival.
And so, in the end, we didn't know when Sumire was going to be coming back home at this point. But even still, it's not like the shopping alley team was that unreliable either. At my diner, I have a wok that I can easily use in self-defense, and we've also all been trained to be able to call the police in the event of any emergency. And more than anything, the young guys in the shopping alley said that they're not going to let the alley become victims. And every day they're carrying around an array of iron and patrolling the street. I think that alone is already having a pretty intimidating effect. Plus, the passers-by always look scared. It really feels like a festival is about to begin around here.
I hope nothing bad happens between now and then.
Miss Angie, it's an emergency!
What's the matter?
Earlier, when I was in the park, these rough guys said that they were part of the Yamamoto gang and they started to destroy the stage setup. It was the exact guys from the grocery store.
The Yamamoto gang. Is that really what they said?
Yes, I immediately called the police, but then they ran away. But they knocked over the microphones, and the wives and moms that were watching were terrified.
Mom!
You know what? I know a couple of drag queens that have got a pretty strong arm. It might be hard to get them here at night, but I can ask them to keep watch during the daytime. Right now, it's just 2 guys that are the problem, right? If we can surround them with men, I'm sure we can take care of it. Did they have any weapons on them?
No, this time they weren't carrying anything that I could see.
Okay, why don't I give them a taste of what happens when you anger Angelica from Angel Food? I'm gonna teach them a sweet lesson. On the other hand, at that time, Sumire...
Whoa, wait for me, Ayame. No matter what, I'm gonna get there in time.
On the day of the festival... In this way, we were still left with some uneasiness, but the day of the festival arrived, and, well, we had so many customers come to the shopping street, and the performance stage in the park and the street stalls were filled with people. From the patrol team, there weren't any particularly noteworthy reports, and so we crossed our fingers that things would continue peacefully like this.
Whew, I didn't think that it was gonna become this busy.
I know, right? Hopefully this will make the shopping alley more busy than before.
Are you worried about those guys?
I just don't want anybody to get hurt. I want the festival to finish with no problems.
You're right. I'll also keep an eye out while I can. Ah! I found you, you little bastard! How lame that you would run away to the police.
Makoto!
Ayame, you run away!
But...
Hey, catch that little kid!
No! Help me, Mom! Dad! Dad!
Mr. Sumire! Sorry I made you wait. So it's you bastards, the lot that are causing trouble to the shopping alley. Damn it! You better not think you can get away with doing this to us. Don't you know that we're gang members of the Yamamoto gang? If our members come, they're going to make this stupid little alley in an instant. Yamamoto gang?
Dad!
I'm gonna call the police right now! No, you don't need to take it that far. It'll be faster if I confirm. What the hell are you saying? Hey, you kids, since when have you been part of the Yamamoto gang? Why don't I ask you your names? No matter how low-ranked one might be, everybody is aware of the member names in the gang. After all this, you still don't understand? I'm saying that I'm going to call someone in the Yamamoto gang and confirm with them. Because I am a former member of the Yamamoto gang after all. Mr. Sumire? Yeah, hello. Sorry to bother you when you're busy. Right now we're doing a festival at the shopping alley, but some low ranks from the Yamamoto gang are running wild. Oh yeah, their names. Hey, you bastards, hurry up and tell me your names. This is pointless. They can't even talk. Yeah, if you don't mind, can I ask you to come pick them up? Oh yeah? Well, that's helpful. See you later then. You should celebrate. Looks like they just so happened to be here at the festival. No way, actually? Hey, this is bad. Wait, damn it.
The Drag Queen Warrior of Justice has arrived! Time to punish you on behalf of the moon! Garbage like you bastards should drop straight down to hell and get your tongue cut 100 times by the devil himself! Woo! I'm really sorry that it took me so long. Wait, oh dear, Sumire, you made it in time!
Oh, hey, Angie, that's doing too much.
Really? I thought I was taking it easy on them.
The guys from the Yamamoto gang are actually on their way to come collect them, so you can relax now.
Really? Thank goodness, just as I thought they were putting on an act.
Because the motto of the Yamamoto gang is to not cause trouble to society.
You're right! Oh, Ayame, Makoto, are you okay?
I'm totally fine, but...
Did you get hurt?
Oh, no, well...
Makoto doesn't know about Dad's past, and he's never seen this many drag queens in one place like this, so I think he's panicking.
Oh my, we've done a terrible thing. Why don't we go back to the diner and have some juice? And so we asked Angie's drag queen friends to take care of the street stall, and Sumire started to explain his past to Makoto. From start to finish, Makoto had a shocked look on his face, but in the end he said...
I'm very sorry for reacting the way that I did. I think I understand just how much you care for Ayame and Angie. Thank you very much for saving us today.
And he fully accepted Sumire. He seriously is such a good guy, my goodness. From there, the curtains closed on the festival as a huge success. Even after that, the shopping alley became more busy, with customers who said they had delicious meals at the festival and came back. This is why it's important to have people actually try the food. It's the best marketing after all. We also decided that the Shopping Alley Gratitude Festival would be held every year from now on. For the record, those two losers who tried to act like they were part of the Yamamoto gang were taken in by the actual Yamamoto gang. And I heard that they got quite the punishment at the headquarters. That being said, they were just chicken bullies that were simply aspiring to become gangsters, and after they were given a little bit of a taste of what a real gangster is, I heard they ran out of town.
Mr. Sumire, will you please teach me some self-defense too?
Oh, that? I thought Angie was going to teach you the 18 gorilla punches of the gay bars.
That seems like it might be too high of a hurdle for me still, so I'd like to start with the foundation.
Well, there are going to be times that I can't be home, so I need you to become strong, Makoto. Sure, if you don't mind learning from me, I'll whip you into shape.
Thank you very much.
Makoto, you really are so passionate. Sometimes you don't need to work so hard.
As long as I'm going to be under the care of this family, I want to become strong enough that I can also protect all of you.
Oh, come on. I'm going to fall for you.
I think I just fell for you. Maybe. I think you just don't know it.
Wait a minute. I thought you were a couple, Miss Angie and Mr. Sumire.
No way! I've been rejected over 100 times now. I think it might be time for me to jump ship.
Are you going to jump ship, Makoto?
Unfortunately, I think he might be a little bit too young for me. That's why it's just a joke. A joke.
I see.
Hey, you overprotective dad over there. Hurry up and teach Makoto all kinds of things.
Makoto, until you become stronger than me, I'm not going to accept you.
What? Ayame, that means that you need to root for Makoto too.
Yeah, I bet Mama Angie already knows everything.